Hi everyone, this is Julia from Adventure Geek, and today I'm really excited because I'm going to try out my brand new tent that arrived from China last week. I'm actually going to be sleeping in the garden today. It's been raining all day as well, so I'm sort of hoping it's going to rain tonight, which will really let me test it out. But I'm going to show you how to put it up. I'm going to show you the weights as well, and also the other extra little things I brought along with it. It does all fit right in the bottom of my pack and is assembled with good old Nordic Walking Poles, or obviously you can use just trekking poles as well. Good thing about this tent is that it's super light. So just going to get it out of good old Nelly, my pack. So that's the ground sheet. We have the actual tent itself, which as you can see is dinky. And the last thing is my tent pegs, or stakes as you say in the US, and they're really lightweight aluminium stakes, as well as some guide ropes there as well. Okay, should we get this set up then? Okay, so the first thing I've opened is the tent bag. I'm just going to weigh this in a second with the actual tent pegs, but I wanted to show you these really cool tent pegs. So they're really lightweight, made of aluminium steel. I'm going to measure these in a second. Also in the tent bag you've got tent peg bag I should say, just some little cut-offs though, so that you can repair the tent if you want to, as well as some additional guide ropes. I've actually used a couple of extra guide ropes that were in here as well, and they're tied to the tent already. So let's put all of these in the bag and then let's weigh it and see what it weighs. Cool. Okay, so the second tent, it isn't yellow, it is white, but it comes in a yellow like stuff sack. This is not a dry bag because you can hear the air coming out of it. But let's weigh this. So I've got an actual figure, 2 pounds. How light is that? Wicked. Okay, and the last thing is the ground sheet. So let's give this a weigh as well. So under 3 pounds, the whole shebang. I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, so as I say, this wicked tent goes up with Nordic poles. You can go up with trekking poles or any other type of poles. I've got these Lecky Traveller poles, and I'm going to set them to 125, which is more or less what I use anyway. So let's set this to 125. So that's one pole. It's done at the bottom already. That's the first bit, and the second one. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 poles with that. Right, let's get the tent out and let's fast forward as I pitch it. Okay, so that took me probably about 6.5, nearly 7 minutes. But I'm just going to show you some real cool features that I like about this particular tent. The first thing is these really nifty ways of tightening up. They're really quite cool, and they're really easy to use once you get your head around it. The other cool thing is, it took me a while to figure this out. I didn't understand what these were for, but these are little hooks here for the door, or for the vestibules, which I'm going to show you in a second. So they were just like laying there, and to be honest, I thought the original peg went through here, but it doesn't. You get a little hoop here, so you put the peg through the little hoop and you get this extra bit, but this extra bit ties back here to keep the door or the vestibule open, and you have one of these on either side. I've tightened that up now, so okay, that's cool. It's really nice material. The one thing I didn't like is you've got this massive big gap, but when I'm inside I'll show you that later, because you can actually see from inside as you go around. The other thing that you need to do when you get this from China is to make sure that you actually put the peg through the orange loop. You'll naturally want to put the peg through this one, but then you can't tighten it up, so you do need to put the peg through the one with the orange loop there, and then just pull it to tighten it. And then you grab the elasticated bit from underneath, which is the inner tent, and that just props over the top there. So that makes that nice and neat. This needs to be tightened up. I need to do a little bit of work on that. I rushed putting this together. One of the things that I've seen on other YouTube channels is to make sure where it's sewn here is to actually seam seal it. So I have seam sealed these so they're nice and sealed, but again, you know, you've got these nice areas to tighten this up. I need to do a bit of work on that one. The way it goes up with the poles is fantastic. Okay, that's really probably about it from the outside. Should we have a look on the inside? Okay, so let's go inside. First thing is we have a nice roll up area here, and that just toggles the other side. Okay, the inside is both a 3-season or a 4-season side. We've got a really nice, quite high level bathtub as well, and quite a nice neat vestibule. So everyone's in the videos that I've seen says, yeah, it fits a pack really nice and well. But let's find out if my pack does fit in this vestibule. Okay, so we have 2 vestibules, one on either side. So I just want to make sure that we can actually fit the pack in the vestibule. Yeah, nice and easy there. Okay, let's go inside and I'll show you inside. Again, we can mack the door up with the toggle. Come into my little home. Okay, so it's nice and cosy in here. This is actually a 2-man tent, but I'm quite happy with just the one. As you can see, I can starfish if I want to. Okay, well, let's just show you the features inside. So the first thing is we have another vestibule this side. So what I intend to do on the Camino is this side is probably where I'm going to put my jet boil, and I'll do my coffee in the morning, and any sort of cooking that I'm going to do, I'll do in that side of the vestibule. All these are nicely sealed, so it's, you know, it feels like a good quality build. We have 2 pockets either end, so we've got one here. Yeah, it's quite a nice size. It will fit. It definitely fits my journaling and everything. So I tried that the other night, and we've got another one at the other end as well. I'll tie those back a bit. And another little feature is you've got these little hooks, and you've got one either side, so you can just hook from one straight to the other. And I can just put perhaps a little cord there, so if I'm just drying some clothes or something like that, I can do, or even just put hang up my head torch as well, so I've got some extra light. Things I was a little bit apprehensive about is, I'm in the UK and I'm going to be using this on the Southwest Coastal Path next year, and because this is all mesh, and because there's quite a gap, I don't know if you can see, there's quite a gap between, if I open this up, you know, between here and there, so when you're lying down you can actually see if people are coming, but then I actually realised that's not such a bad thing at all, but I was concerned that perhaps it's going to be a bit breezy. So what I'm going to be showing you in the next video is my brand new sleep mat and my brand new camping pillow, and how this is all set up, and I might do a bit of recording tonight to see how I feel. Hi everyone, I'm actually in my tent now, and I just thought I'd show you sort of how cosy it is. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I've got a vestibule here. Let's see if I can take this off. Hold on.